What's going on, guys? It's Greeny here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be talking about how I snipe Solana meme coins before everybody else. If you want to front run people, you want to check out this video today, guys. Full tutorial. If you like my content, please subscribe down below. Smash the like button as well because it helps me grow and I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the sale on my private alpha group, guys. We've returned over 425x in profits over the past month or so. So definitely check out the details down below using the wap.com link as it shows you here on the screen. Here's a video on how I snipe Solana meme coins. As always, guys, I'll start with a disclaimer. None of this information should be considered financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I do this for educational purposes only. Trading cryptocurrency, let alone Solana meme coins, is extremely risky. So always please educate yourself. I've got a range of video tutorials on my channel, so please check them out because they will help you learn and will help you trade better when you're trading these Solana meme coins. All right, so as you can see here, guys, on the screen, this is how you can snipe. So essentially what you're doing is getting into a contract nice and early, okay? So one that's essentially just been created or one that is about to be created in the future, okay? And setting up your bots to make sure that you can snipe them right once they launch. And then obviously you can reap in some crazy rewards. So as you can see here, this buyer stepped in nice and early and took in a 37x in the space of 3.5 hours time on Dog that launched earlier today. So very successful, okay? It is a really simple way to trade, okay? But you obviously want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence, and I'm going to show you how to do that in this full tutorial. Now, obviously you've seen me create a range of videos using these two bots. So obviously BonkBot and obviously Photon. Now they are excellent for actually buying and selling tokens that are established, that have a higher market cap already. However, what we're actually looking at is essentially sniping tokens that are just after they've launched or are about to launch in the future. And the way I'm going to show you that is by using this bot here. So it's Pepe Boost. Now, obviously the best way to sign up for that, guys, to make sure it's an official link and none of those rugs or scam links, is to tick and click the Pepe Boost link in the description below. As you can see here, it's in the bottom of all of my descriptions of all of my videos. So you can open that, click that there, and it's going to open you in Telegram. And then that's how you can use this bot effectively and make sure that it's the nice and safe bot. The other bot you're going to need for this tutorial, guys, is BonkBot. So definitely click the BonkBot tutorial link as it shows you here on the screen as well, and as it's listed in the description below. So once you've done that, guys, this is essentially what it looks like, okay? So it's going to open you up like this. Now, the best way to make sure that you're making sure that this bot is on Solana is to make sure up the top it says sold bot, because there is an Ethereum version of this. So you can actually use the Ethereum bot to trade some of the Ethereum meme coins and snipe them as well. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to focus on Solana because that's where the meme coins are. That's where the liquidity is. That's where the interest is. And that's where the gains and profits are being made every single day. So it's going to shoot you out like this, okay? And essentially what you want to do, obviously I'm an English speaking person, so I'm going to click English and it's going to prompt me like this. Now, you're going to generate a wallet. As you can see here, I generated a wallet already. And as you can see, I just deposited 0.25 Sol. Now, the best way to obviously deposit money is from Phantom, okay? And obviously you can't buy Solana directly from Phantom. So if you are from Australia or if you are from New Zealand, you can use my SwiftX sign up link down below to get free $20 of BTC by using that referral link at the moment. And once you've done that, you can send some money from your central exchange to your Phantom wallet, okay, and then over to your Pepe Boost wallet. Obviously, if you are from a different country around the world, then you can use the MEXC or the Blowfin link in the description below. Once you're in there, guys, obviously you're going to send some money from your Phantom wallet, so your Solana, okay, over to this. So you just copy it, okay, and like you would normally send a transaction, okay, you would send it from your Phantom wallet over to this. And as you can see here, I did obviously initially send 0.25 and then I sent another 0.25 just to show you that it does work nice and safely. Now, once you're in there, guys, this is what it actually looks like, okay? So very clean platform, very similar to BonkBot like we've shown you in the past, but what we're actually going to do is just change a couple settings to make sure that we can snipe these tokens really quickly, like this Dogecoin one here that launched earlier today on Solana, to make sure that we can get into these tokens after they've just been created or before they are created or launched, let's say, okay? So you click settings, guys. You're going to come down the bottom like this. Now, obviously, when you're sniping tokens, you want to make sure that you have a higher priority fee so that your transaction can go ahead of other bots, because there's going to be a lot of people out there using bots and obviously a lot of people trying to snipe the launch once it does actually go live. So the best way to make sure that you get ahead of them is to set your priority fee nice and high. So as you can see here, mine's at 0.05, okay, for both the buy and sell, but also for the sniping as well. And that way, it's a nice generous little priority fee that is on top of the normal people who are trying to just snipe using a 0 or a very low Solana sniping fee. Now, the last thing you want to make sure, my slippage currently is only set at 20%, 49%, and 20%. I'm probably going to knock that up to at least 50 to 100%. This way, price action, once it starts to pump initially, because all tokens pump initially once they are launched, because so many bots are trying to get in, so many people are trying to snipe them, and obviously people are trying to buy them as well, like normies, okay? So you want to make sure that you have your slippage nice and high, probably towards that 100% zone, to make sure that as price moves up, okay, you're going to prioritize your transaction, and obviously as price moves up, the slippage is going to cater for that as well. So the way you do that is obviously by changing your fees here. So you can click on sniper priority fee, change it like that. Obviously, if you want to change your turbo and your anti-mev, you can click like this, and it's going to give you a little description essentially of how it actually works, okay? And so slippage for me, when you're looking to snipe, and obviously I'm going to use this particular bot to snipe, I'm going to set that quite high to make sure my transactions go through. So I'll be targeting around that 100%. Now, why I asked you to download BonkBot is because essentially what it's going to do is show us these tokens that have just been created, okay? So prompted again, so /start, it's going to show you position overview if you obviously have used it before. Obviously, if you haven't, you're going to have to set up a wallet for BonkBot, or alternatively, you don't have to in this video, because you can actually buy it using the Pepe boost, and what we're going to use is the alerts tab. So you click on the alerts tab over here, guys, and it's going to prompt you on this page here. So it's going to have a range of different things. So there's a lot of noise here because there's obviously a lot of tokens being created every single minute of every single day. Obviously with Pump Fun as well at the moment, guys, we're seeing so many different tokens being launched every single minute on Solana. So the best way to snipe these tokens, guys, is obviously to click on burn. Now burn just means essentially that the dev has sent some of the token supply to the burner wallet, so they can't obviously then dump it on you and rug you at the end of the day. Renounce essentially just means that they obviously can't change the contract and obviously manipulate it that way to then rug you in a different way. So ideally you want to find one, okay, a token that has both of these ticked, and then obviously you can jump on chain by checking this as well. So obviously, as you can see here, this token, I sniped it just before. It was obviously launched at 8:15, okay, my time, and I managed to get in about within the first minute, okay, and snipe it for a nice 40% move, just for the sake of this video. However, what ideally you would like to see is that something opens up in about an hour's time. So then that gives you a bit of time to set your bot up to snipe it as it launches, okay, and not have to worry about it sniping as it's already currently been launched. But for the sake of this video, I'll show you what it looks like to essentially snipe it after it's essentially just been launched. So if you copy the contract here, you do come obviously on to SolScan. Okay, paste it up the top. And so I've already done that as it shows you on the screen, but it's called Pepe Fork. As it shows you here, it obviously has all the tokens over on the side. Okay, you double check that the contract name fits the one that you've just pasted and copied from Telegram. And then obviously this is the token address. So this one's really important because that's the one that we're going to paste into our Pepe Boost bot to make sure that we can buy or snipe this token that we're looking to snipe. Obviously, if you want to dive on chain a little bit further, you can click Update Authority and this link here, and that's the dev's wallet. So you can actually dive in here, see what's happening there. Obviously, this token's live, so there's a lot more transactions happening, and you can see if they've sent some of the tokens to the burner wallet. Obviously, this one has launched quite a few in the past, as you can see here. So you do want to make sure that you do your due diligence before you are looking to snipe these particular tokens. But if you do come back to the main page, guys, you copy that contract address like I showed you before over on the side, and that's the one that we're going to be using to buy or snipe this token. You then come back to Pepe Boost, okay? And what you do is you punch that in. So obviously once you've changed your settings, like I showed you earlier in the video, you come down here and you paste it in. So if I come down a little bit further, I did it, practice with a few different tokens. So here it is here. So I pasted the contract address that I got from SolScan into here. Luckily, and what I love about Pepe Boost, not only that it allows you to snipe, okay, but it also gives you a bit of a security check before you get into these tokens as they launch. So sometimes with sniping, you want to be straight into these tokens, so you don't have time to rug check using Rug Checker or using some of our bots like I've showed you in other videos. So you do have to rely on what Pepe Boost gives you, and it is quite reliable. So that's the main thing there. But like you can see here, what I got in was about 72K market cap. As you can see, there was interest already. There was 33 buyers. Okay, it was renounced, which is a tick. Okay, it was LP burnt, which is great, and obviously it was freeze revoked. So in other words, they can't change the contract to manipulate it so that they can withdraw either the liquidity pool or that they can change the contract and essentially not allow you to buy or sell the token, etc., etc. So it's always good to see those three ticks. Then I like to see, as you can see, it was open 1 minute ago, so I managed to snipe it at launch. So obviously there was enough liquidity in there, so that was great to see as well, because if there's not enough liquidity, then essentially you and me trying to snipe this token can't actually sell it or buy it, or there's a high slippage and that way you lose a lot of profit. So make sure that there is always a lot of liquidity, because that way you can get into it. Now the one bad thing about this is that they didn't have social, so this one obviously likely will probably go to zero very quickly because it actually doesn't have any social. So ideally you want to see Green ticks here for one that you wanted to get into in the future. Okay, so the open time is going to be in the future, like I showed you before on BonkBot. So if we come back here just to show you open time, it's going to be in the future, not say just created. Okay, and make sure you double check the time over on the side, like I said before, because obviously it might be delayed. So always make sure it's the current time that you're looking at. But as you see here, you would ideally like to see them have some socials so that the meme can continue to a lot higher in market cap, so potentially even millions, and then you sniped at launch so you can make some crazy gains there. Obviously, as you pasted it in, it's going to have all these preset settings. Now, if it is a token that hasn't launched yet, rather than it saying buy, it's actually going to say snipe. Okay, so that's the only difference between sniping something that hasn't launched yet and buying something straight away, or sniping it straight away after it's been launched. So as you can see here, I bought 0.1 Solana of pork. It executed it really fast because, like I showed you in the settings, I had my priority fee nice and high, and obviously I had some of the slippage nice and high too, so that once price pumped a little bit, I still could get into this token. I held it for a little bit of time, and then I obviously did sell it. So as you can see here, my P&L was about 37. Okay, I was refreshing this wallet nice and quickly. As you can see here, refresh to make sure you're staying up to date with the trade. I then obviously used the deck screener. So you click on deck screener here, and it opens the chart, and as you can see here, I bought in nice and low, and I quickly swing traded it for the sake of this video and made a juicy 40% trade. So if I do come back to Pepe boost, I come down here and I sold. So as you can see here, I sold 100% of my position by just clicking this button here, sell 100%. Okay, and it shows you a little recap, and that's what I love about Pepe Boost as well, guys, is that as it shows you here, essentially I got in at about 70-80k, and as you can see here, I sold at 1.26 for a gain of 0.04 Solana, so 41% as it shows you here, and my hold time was less than a minute. So that's how you can snipe something that has just been created really quickly, and that's how you can essentially use the same premise when sniping tokens that haven't launched yet. So hopefully in the future, when I can find a token that hasn't launched yet, I'll do another video that essentially shows you what it looks like to get ahead of it once it has actually launched. But it's the same principles like I showed you in the video. The only main difference is that it doesn't show buy here, it just says snipe. So essentially you're doing the same checks, going through the same processes, using the same settings. You're just sniping it before it actually launches rather than as it starts to launch. If you have any questions, guys, I'll be more than happy to answer them down below in the comment section. So please let me know any feedback or let me know any questions you have. Thanks for watching. So there you have it, guys. There's my full tutorial on how I snipe Solana meme coins before everybody else and make sure I get ahead of them to make maximum profits. If you like my content, guys, please subscribe down below. Smash the like button as well because it helps me grow and I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my private alpha group, guys. We trade Solana meme coins, base meme coins, airdrops, altcoins, leverage, you name it. We are trading it. We've returned over 425x in profits as it shows you here on the screen over the past month alone. So definitely check out the discount sale in the description below using the wop.com link as it shows you here on the screen. As always, guys, take care and I'll see you again soon.